Hi Virgo, welcome to your bi-weekly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading, so always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at this time. Also, if you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. And also, I want to tell you that for this bi-weekly, I'll be doing a special love relationship dynamic focus in order to really, not because for in my approach, in my opinion, Valentine's Day is something else than just another day, but it's about the conscious collective paying so much energy and attention and focus to the matter of love and to the matter of relationship issues that it's actually very interesting to provide this focused reading in order to make you question maybe or think about or understand what it is that you are looking for, what it is that is your nature at this time asking for in terms of love and relationship, what it is that you understand of yourself through relationship as a mirror of your own being. And so, more than telling you if the relationship will end, if a new person is coming, if he or she is your soulmate, I focus much more, and I'm interested much more in putting you as an individual in the center of your life, in the center of the issue itself. So by doing that, you actually obtain a sense of perspective and empowerment by understanding that everything that revolves around you is a reflection of yourself. And so if you are facing challenges with a relationship, it's because there's something in it that is to be integrated into your own growth and experience of life. And many times this is a very hard pill to swallow because we idealize, we fantasize, we think that love is a fairy tale, we think that love is something that is just about an intimate partner, we think that the partner will save us. And so I have a very upfront opinion about this, and I'm doing this readings to give you a sweet treat, to thank you for all your support during this month. But also, I cannot go with the mainstream easily, and so I'll be doing these readings in my own approach that you are used to in the other readings, just about trying to focus a little bit more on the relationship dynamics. So, having that said, let's see what is here showing up. So, immediately, what I felt is that either you are engaged in a relationship or in a connection with someone that it's very different from you. And there's a quality of opposition, there's a quality of duality, there's a quality of huge difference of backgrounds, of beliefs, of truths. But the beautiful thing is that the union of those differences bring forward a sense of beauty, potential, and uniqueness into joining two very different forces that usually they wouldn't merge, that usually they wouldn't meet, but by doing so, something very unique and very bright is created. What do I want to say with this poetic type of words? I want to say that either you are in a relationship, either you are interested in someone, or either you are not, and simply this is in you a duality that exists upon your own duality in terms of what you look for in relationships, in partnerships. Maybe you do feel a split. Maybe you do feel that there's a part of you that pushes you in one direction and there's a part of you that pushes you in a complete different direction at the time. And so there's this huge gap of differences that can work as a catalyst to trigger your own insecurities, your fears, your ability to go beyond what you know, go beyond your comfort zone. And it's not even about the comfort zone, it's go beyond something, it's going beyond something that you have ever experienced. This is how unique the dynamic it is at work with you right now. And so there's a quality of opposition here at work, which in a relationship is actually a good thing, because we want to grow, we want to experience ourselves in different ways. We want to become more understanding, more compassionate, more allowant of the differences, not the opposite way. But what I feel is these differences are creating a challenging energy in terms of your mind, either because you are afraid of being vulnerable. You are afraid of jumping into a relationship that will show you bare naked. You do have the Nine of Swords in the foundation, and in this deck, it's a beautiful card. It's about the exposure, the shame, but also the truth, the vulnerability, the ability to be who you are as you are in a relationship. So there's something here at work that is causing all of this. It's for you to go beyond your fears. It's for you to understand that you are a unique being with your own unique truth. You don't need to change. You don't need to be anything different, and you don't need to mask yourself. You don't need to run away. You just need to stand up as you are. And there's a quality of defense here. This is not the only card, but here as well. There's a quality of defense, criticism, fear, anxiety, judgment, voices in your head. And so your emotional nature at this time, the relationship dynamics at this time, is pushing you to an understanding of your own most inner, deepest fears and insecurities, and your mind is crashing in trying to to find a way, either to find a way to escape. For many of you, to find a way to escape, you do have the Seven of Swords. You have a lot of swords. The Seven of Swords in the challenge. Maybe you do want to escape a relationship and you just don't find a way out of it. Either you do want to just not say it all, not show it all. Look from the window, look from behind the curtains. You don't want to expose yourself. There's an issue here of exposure, of truth, fear of the truth, fear of showing yourself as you are, guilt, uh, low self-esteem, low self-love, not thinking that you are perfect and so that you cannot show yourself as you are. And the Seven of Swords is challenge. Be careful, be mindful of your own self-deception type of behavior, deceptive behaviors. Even if you are not dishonest with anybody, the thing is, when you're not being yourself, when you're not facing up your fears of vulnerability in intimacy with another being, you are deceiving yourself first and foremost, but others as well, which will attract then a circumstance where either you will face this deception by your partner, by life, by outside circumstances, but rarely recognizing it in yourself. So it's a beautiful time of seeing where you're trying to hide and why. It doesn't matter again if you have a relationship or if you don't. It's about how you feel about love and about being with another human being, how comfortable it is, how easy it is for you to be there completely as you are without trying to run away, escape, lie, change, adapt, how it is that you deal with your own needs to be within a relationship. And for me, what's causing as well this is the fact that you are trying to You were trying to join very two different forces, like the night and the day. And both are beautiful, and both are intensely perfect and amazing, and we love it and we think it's the most perfect thing in the world, but the reality is they don't meet. They don't find a way of meeting. They have a hard time ever being able to be together. But for you, this opportunity is being given. You are being given opportunity to build something very valuable, very unique, very upon your truth and about the truth of the other person you are with or that you will be with, or simply about how you will merge two energies, two natures within one. So, but because there's here a Knight of Swords as well, I would say that definitely there's someone here in the picture, or at least about to come. And um, even if it's not, again, it's crowning you with the Knight of Swords. It's about not being afraid, again, to stand up for what you believe, to stand up for your ideas, to show who you are at a very intellectual, upfront way, communicating. You could also have been going through a phase with a lot of communication problems or difficulty in getting the messages, hearing but not listening, speaking but not talking, not really understanding your words and the words of others. And your mind is bringing you this restless energy, is bringing you this sense of difficulty in really focusing here on the main issue, which is the Two of Wands in the current position, telling me, you see these two boys, they are different. They come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different beliefs, different everything. But when they put their work, their effort to work together, they built the beautiful pyramids. They built something that until today we are not sure how it happened, and we are amazed by it. And then not only that, you do have the star in the near future. So definitely your potential to love in your own unique way, your potential to be in a relationship in your own unique visionary way, it's quite magical and it's quite beautiful and it's quite, again, promising. But you have to look to the sky. You have to look to the star. You have to understand the beauty of the star, which is in the dark and still it shines. It's the same thing here. You will not feel guilty, shameful, less than what you are by showing yourself, by showing up as you are. It's about showing up as well. Showing up to make the work, to make the effort. Because this girl here, it's about silently sneaking up and getting away and not saying, not telling, not doing. She's very prone to create this aura of illusions around her because she's afraid of the exposure. She's afraid of it. And again, crowning you, the Knight of Swords. You see the crow, the messenger of the death, the messenger of change, transformation, going beyond your limitations. So this knight, it jumps in and it tells you that in order for you to get your star, to get what you deserve in terms of love and relationships, you need to surrender to your truth. You need to show it to the world as different, eccentric, awkward, not acceptable, that it might be to you or to society. It doesn't matter. It's your shine. It's your light. It's your magic. And here the Knight of Swords rushes in the night with the storm to awaken you to the stars. It's not like he wants to purposely upset you. He will upset you to bring you to awareness of the potential that you might be wasting. So again, bringing this back to earth, maybe if you are in a relationship, this relationship pushes you forward. It makes you grow a lot and learn a lot, because probably your partner is very different from you and has different opinions, different truths, different vision, different background, and it's a growing process about, again, how come two very different energies for some rare event meet and actually can work and build something beautiful and unique and long lasting and mysterious. Or maybe you are just in a relationship that has its own uh, the relationship has its own identity itself. So it's very unique, it's very individualized, it's very out of the mainstream, it's out of what relationships are used to be. Or simply your relationships at this time, as bickering or fights or tensions or lack of understanding of communication that might happen. Despite that, it has potential once you understand the beauty that is behind the differences, instead of looking at the differences as something that could or hinder you or separate you or make you um, less possible to be successful at this relationship. If you are not in a relationship, it's exactly the same thing about your own nature, about your own desires of love. Maybe you do have two very different types of desires and needs, and you will need to look at both of them and understand them, to join them, to when a partner comes, when a relationship comes, you don't feel that something is missing or that you are not fully satisfied with what you have in that partner. Because until you understand the duality and what you truly need in terms of relationship, you will feel this type of rejection or fear to go on the direction of a relationship that it stands harshly in your way, or that you feel it will be so harshly judged that you just want to get away with this. And yeah, this is the main point here. It's about your mind, fear of criticism, fear of judgment, fear of being vulnerable, of showing yourself as you are, of showing up, of telling your truth, of accepting the differences of opinions between you and another person, accepting the different backgrounds, that you are indeed different, but that doesn't mean that the potential is not there. The inspiration, the uniqueness, the magic that brought you together, or that is about to bring you together. So be mindful of the harshness of your mind. Be in a place of mindfulness upon your fear of being who you are in a relationship, and the shame that might be associated with this. Like, you don't want this person to see you, you don't want this person to really look at you, the beauty in you, because you don't see your own beauty, and this person may rush into your life and make everything a mess just for you to understand the beauty finally. Or the situation might upset you in love to teach you how much beautiful of a human being you are alone, with or without validation of others. Whatever is going on with the star in the near future, it's going to find its way of healing, of regeneration, of finding a way to uplift you into higher states of understanding and having higher inspirations, and taking back that that beautiful hope that love is possible, that love is real, and that love is around you. So Virgo, I hope you have a great, beautiful, full of love 2 weeks. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, sending me emails. I really, really, really appreciate it. and hopefully we'll see each other soon.